Welcome back. Today we delve into a pressing issue dominating Canadian politics, the carbon pricing standoff. From Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to provincial leaders like Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew and Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre, tensions are high and the stakes even higher. I'm QuikPolitics, and if you find this content engaging, don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button, as your support truly helps the channel grow. Now, let's delve into the heart of the matter. At the forefront of this clash are Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and Manitoba Premier Wab Kinew. Their disagreement over carbon pricing has reached a boiling point. Trudeau champions the federal carbon tax as a crucial step in combating climate change, while Kinew, eager to find alternatives, defends Manitoba's investments in emissions-free hydropower. Kinew argues that his long-term investment into hydropower will achieve a better compromise between net zero emissions and economic stability for his constituents.
Well, I don't think the federal backstop is needed in Manitoba. Manitoba has a really strong case to make that we've got a very credible path to net zero. Part of that is because of the historic investments we've made into Manitoba Hydro over the past 50 years. We have effectively decarbonized our electricity in Manitoba, and that's true today. And then with our budget, April 2nd, Tuesday, we're adding a bunch of other measures to make it easier for Manitobans, either with home heating or transportation or with their businesses, to further help do their parts to solve the climate crisis.
But it doesn't end there. Enter Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre, vehemently opposing the carbon tax hike and rallying against what he deems an unaffordable burden on Canadians. His populist stance strikes a chord with many grappling with rising living costs. Meanwhile, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith and Premier Scott Moe join the chorus of DISSENT, advocating for collaborative approaches to climate action while addressing economic realities. Their united front poses a formidable challenge to Trudeau's climate agenda that doesn't take into account the feasible goal of net zero emissions by 2030 without placing a cap on productivity and economic stability.
We support working together on carbon capture, utilization, and storage. We put forward our investment tax credit in our most recent budget. We're looking for some clarity around the federal tax credit. Also, the Strategic Investment Fund has been very supportive of several net zero projects that we have in our province for ammonia, for hydrogen, for petrochemicals, even for cement. So those are the kind of things we can work on together. You may have seen we just announced as well the first fueling station for hydrogen. We've purchased hydrogen vehicles. We're working with the federal government on hydrogen buses and dual fuel vehicles for transportation. So I would say that we have lots that we can work on together. It's just that, unfortunately, the federal government has set targets that we believe will result in production caps, and we also believe that they're unachievable. So we're still working through some of those.
The carbon pricing debate transcends mere policy disagreement. It's become a partisan battleground, entrenching differences rather than fostering consensus. Trudeau's insistence on ideological climate goals draws criticism for prioritizing abstract ideals over tangible economic struggles. Trudeau's continuation of rhetoric for carbon tax rebate provides an insult to injury to the Canadian people who have to deal with the carbon tax pricing.
8 out of 10 families across the country in federal backstop jurisdictions make more money with the Canada carbon rebate than it costs with the price on pollution. So not only are we fighting climate change and reducing emissions, but we're putting more money back in the pockets of families, particularly in low and middle income families across the country.
Public sentiment mirrors this sentiment. Many Canadians feeling the pinch of the carbon tax express frustration and skepticism towards Trudeau's promises of rebates. In this climate of uncertainty, Pierre Poilievre emerges as a beacon of hope, championing the cause of ordinary Canadians. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: the carbon pricing debate isn't going away anytime soon. With the next election looming, Trudeau's response to affordability concerns will shape voter sentiment and political outcomes. Will he pivot towards pragmatic solutions or remain steadfast in his climate crusade? Only time will tell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining us. If you appreciate content that delves into critical issues, consider subscribing for more insightful updates. Stay informed, and until next time, I'm QuikPolitics, signing off.